Right. Another day at the office for Muay Thai star Michael Chevello, Mark Castanini with you.
Just on that behalf of Kurt, a big shout out to one of his main sponsors, Punch Equipment. You'll see Punch on his shorts. A big g'day to Bruce and John from Punch Equipment. And Kurt very appreciative of the support, I'm sure.
Chad from ANUWAT, known for his vicious punching, 189 knockouts on his record. Finlayson will take his time, see what the iron hands of Siam has to offer. You talk about great Muay Thai fighters known around the world, the likes of Sanchai, Sorkinstar, Bulakau, Pramuk, Yodson, Kai, Fairtex. Add ANUWAT to that list. Good right hand from Finlayson. Picking his shots carefully, Hammer.
I was going to say, probably if Kurt's going to have any advantage over the technical side, I'd have to say he may be able to back himself with the boxing skills. Kurt has some great hands on him and can string together some really free-flowing combinations that have power as well. And if he gets in that range and in that zone, Finlayson, I think, be wise for him to let those hands fly for sure. Doesn't want to probably get into a grappling contest here with ANUWAT, because ANUWAT's going to be very comfortable in the clinch, elbows as well. But when it comes to the boxing, I'm leaning the way of Finlayson.
Round kick off the lead leg from Finlayson. There's the boxing combinations, and the tie was tied. ANUWAT tries to juke his way out, but first real point scored for the Aussie Kurt Finlayson. Justin Gibbons speaking tight.
I'll tell you what, the WMC MAD world title on the line. And Kurt, after many, many years in chasing the coveted title, it's all coming down to this one here tonight in front of his home crowd. What makes it even sweeter if he can pull the victory. Had many, many fights on the Sunshine Coast, Finlayson, in his career.
Front kick from Finlayson. ANUWAT went to the liver. Finlayson, nice right cross. Swings in the knee to the waist. ANUWAT certainly wins the Best Trunks of the Night award, Hammer. Good design.
Nicely crafted trunks there.
Into the first round. Lock it away for the Aussie, Kurt Finlayson.
Proudly authorised the famous Blaster Master.
Just a clever boxing work from Finlayson. Rolls the uppercuts up, over, under and over, and just flows with his hand skills. Joe Hilton just giving his charge some instructions, but have a look at that. Beautiful uppercut hook, rolling punches out nicely, Finlayson. ANUWAT comes in with a big looping hook, low leg kick.
Second round, set for 5. Thailand versus Australia. You know, Hammer, there was a time when the Thais of this stature would come here and absolutely go rampant on the Australians. Those times are gone, though.
Well, you really couldn't bring an A-class Thai fighter out to take on an Aussie going back some years ago. There were some fighters that did war with some A-class Thais, and Nugget being one, Tony Hill,
yeah.
Of course the Briggs, Paul Briggs as well. You know, some of these guys, they had fights against A-class Thais, and you know, that was well before their time. But now you've got guys like Kurt and so forth that will hold their own, will war, and take it right up to them. They've finally honed and crafted their skills, and are able to match it up. And I think, as I said, looking at the strategy of a battle like this, the betting should go to Kurt with the hands if he lets them fly. If he gets into the clinch and elbows, well, ANUWAT is certainly going to be the master of that little area.
Look at the concentration on Finlayson. He's trained like an absolute demon with the team from Sunshine Coast in preparation for this one.
And of course, talking to him earlier, very focused, calm but focused and centred. And, you know, probably one of the biggest fights of his life, if not the biggest fight of his life. And looking very composed for it tonight as well. So
amazing that two main events that Kurt's fought on here at Detonation. He's taken on two of the best ties in the world. There was Sanchai and tonight ANUWAT. That is amazing, not only from Kurt's perspective, amazing to take on two of the very top Thai stars in the world, but also for Brotherhood pride, the Fogarty brothers bringing out two huge marquee names.
Well, they'll just go all out and bring out the best, you know, and that's a great promotion. No penny pinching, no skimping, nothing but the best, and they bring it to Caloundra, and you know, good on them because many promoters will try and save a buck and take shortcuts, but there's no shortcuts.
Bug-infested hotels, Hammer, like other promoters we've heard of.
No, they look after the fighters, they look after the crowd, they put on a good event, and you know, Queensland promotions are really a cut above a lot of the time with a lot of the A-class promoters here.
Certainly no other promoters in Australia who are bringing out these A-class Thai stars like ANUWAT and Sunshine. Nice right hand again from Finlayson, high left round kick.
Just have a look at Kirk. Just got a tight guard, not going to make any mistakes, not to give this one up because of something silly, a silly move. And certainly if ANUWAT is going to be finding an opening, he's going to be looking hard for it because Kurt is absolutely leaving nothing open for him.
Jab from ANUWAT. Into the round, lock it away again for the Aussie. I say, how are those hands are just too quick.
He's certainly putting the leather out there and letting it fly in combinations, which is what he has to do to put the score on the cards. Oh, Kurt feels good. He's prepped well, and he's certainly on tonight. Have a look at that combination. Finished it nicely with a kick. ANUWAT caught the lead kick, and then went to counter. A little slow on the uptake, and Kurt recovered.
Seconds out.
The team from KAEWSAMRIT Gym in the corner of ANUWAT.
Kuri Dib, of course, they're now based in Brisbane himself.
Third round, 2-zip. We've got it in favour of Kurt Finlayson. How are you enjoying it? Wherever you're watching, folks. Main event here on Fox Sports is Detonation 7. Michael Chevello, Mark Castanini with you.
And don't forget, folks, every Thursday night, check your program guides. There's always some good fighting action on Fox Sports. And, of course, Fuel TV. Sundays, weekends, Fuel TV. Bringing the Ultimate Fighter Series, the new Ultimate Fighter Series to Fuel TV. Plus lots of other fighting action.
Wow, that was a huge left hook from ANUWAT.
6, 7.
Well, I tell you what, it sent Kurt down. It was perfectly timed left hook. And the slightest of openings, and now the cards are slightly stacked against the Aussie.
ANUWAT is looking at a 10-8 round at the moment. After losing the first two rounds 10-9 on our unofficial scorecards. Finlayson's been rocked with a beautiful one-punch knockdown off that left hand. That's why they call him the Iron Hands of Siam. That's what he's been renowned for. 189 knockouts on his record, ANUWAT.
I'll tell you what, Kurt has shaken it off fairly well. He's got the guard up again. He's looking steady on his feet. I'm just looking at his footwork and having a look at how steady he is, how based he is. And I think he's recovered pretty well from that knockdown, Michael.
Gloves up nice and high on Finlayson. The one time he did drop them, ANUWAT tagged him. However, it's the mark of a class fighter.
Isn't it just that one opening and he found it, just zeroed in.
Now, unless Kurt can score a knockdown back, it just remains a 10-8 round. It will even the scorecards as we see it. They've given 10-9 Kurt in the first.
Kurt flurries back.
10-9
has recovered.
Kurt in the second. 10-8 rounds so far for ANUWAT. Nice round kick from the Thai. And there's that left hook again.
He's got to have that right hand just plastered to the side of his jaw, the Aussie. Nice combination, Finlayson now opening up.
Jab from Kurt. Nice counter round kick from ANUWAT. There's the left hook again. Kurt's going to be careful when he chomps with that leg kick not to drop that right hand.
Oh. You just hear the power of that left hook of ANUWAT unload.
End of the round. ANUWAT pumps his fists into the air. 10-8 round for the Thai. Let's call it 28 points apiece after 3-2 rounds remaining.
There it is. Ooh, look at that left hook from hell from ANUWAT. Just popped it right off the shoulder, got the hip behind it. And wow, what can I say?
Fourth round of 5. A dead even fight, courtesy of that knockdown in the previous round. 10-9 Finlayson in the first and second. 10-8 ANUWAT in the third. Gives it 28 points apiece. Good hands here from Kurt. Round kicks from ANUWAT. And it's Kurt who comes up trumps in the exchange. Gets airborne on the round kick, does ANUWAT. Oh, Kurt almost knocked his sideburns off with that one. Take down, ANUWAT gets it. He's strong little guy, is ANUWAT. Maybe short enough to milk a cow standing up, but my word, can he hit? Nice round kick counter from Kurt off the lead leg. Switches momentarily now to southpaw. Back to orthodox stance, fires the right hand. You sense a little more confidence about ANUWAT now, Hammer.
Yeah, just throwing out the jumping round kicks and starting to get really confident, really comfortable. As with all Thai fights. First, second round, really settling. Third round starts to pick up and we go from there. ANUWAT momentarily stunned there by a 1-2 combination from Finlayson.
Jab from ANUWAT.
But you'll note he takes the strikes to the top of the head, to the forehead, right to the hardest part of the skull. Doesn't have his face up in the air. Chin tucked well down.
Nice knees there from Kurt off the right leg.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're seeing a world-class
A couple of times in this fight, I've spotted Kurt actually talking. I don't know what he's saying to ANUWAT. Looks like he's saying something. I'm not sure what though. Tries to pull the head down for the meet and greet.
Just maybe just pumping himself up, Kurt, because unless he can speak fluent Thai, I don't think ANUWAT's going to even understand what he's saying, but he's pretty much calling him anything. Just locked down both fighters, just getting the weight well into their feet and not letting each other be thrown or any weight dispersion happen that can allow a takedown. Kurt turns his back momentarily and ANUWAT takes full advantage.
I feel ANUWAT's relying too much just on one shots here. Needs to start to set up some more, Hammer.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, Michael. I think after that left hook knockdown, he's confident that if he gets another good shot in, he's going to get another 8 count.
Meanwhile, though, he's getting outworked by the Australian again in this round. Nice high knee there from ANUWAT. It is a close round, however. I just feel Kurt's worked a little bit more. Overhand elbow from Finlayson. Haven't seen many elbow attempts from ANUWAT.
You know, in the stand-up, it's very, very even with Kurt leaning the way of Kurt because of his superior work rate. What Kurt has to be careful of is that he doesn't get taken down because a takedown will score very well for ANUWAT. Here they go.
There's that left hand again from ANUWAT, and Kurt rode it. Landed some salvos of his own off the gloves. ANUWAT again. Fires out the left hook. Kurt turns him around. Drills a knee. The lower left rib cage. Into the round. Hammer, how we're scoring that one. Both men pump their arms in the air.
I think from superior work rate, I'll go the way of the red corner, the Aussie. Close, very close though. ANUWAT rallied back and threw a couple of jumping round kicks and maybe kicked a little more, but the superior punching work rate of Kurt, perhaps. Just nothing in it, though. Nice turn and counter from ANUWAT.
We've got a 38-37 after 4 rounds. 1 round remaining. 10-9 Kurt in the first, 10-9 Kurt in the second, 10-8 ANUWAT in the third with that left hook knockdown, 10-9 Kurt in the fourth. And that's a perfect 10 right there.
For the shimmy, just for the little bit of a shimmy. 10-10 on the shimmy.
Seconds out.
You know, they haven't called it a shimmy since 1978, Hammer.
What do they call it? Tell me.
The booty shake, brother, the booty shake.
Booty?
You're a single man again. Get down with the lingo, son. Here we go, 5th and final round.
Bar 20, I'm coming your way soon.
Go men's gallery. All tied up, they tango early on, clinching knees to the thigh from both men. Little one up to the rib cage there from Kurt. Good in the exchange, lots of busyness in there.
Just keeping the work rate up with the knees, Kurt, now.
And it was Kurt who was the busier.
And it's almost, you've almost got to be scoring this one shot by shot at home, guys, because it is so close.
Kurt getting the better of that exchange. ANUWAT's got to fire more combinations. Double jab, right hand from Kurt, high left round kick.
And finishes with a kick, so score the kick, score the combo.
Straight right hand from Kurt, moves into a clinch. ANUWAT looks for a takedown perhaps. Both men trading knees, 2 for Kurt, made it 3 for Kurt in this exchange. ANUWAT though with the takedown, though Kurt did reverse him.
A mark of an experienced fighter again from Kurt, just taking beautiful work.
Overhand right from ANUWAT, Kurt ties him up.
Well, every landed shot now is really got to be gold-plated for each fighter, because this one is so close. Have a look at Kurt goes.
The chin back of ANUWAT, that'll score for the Aussie.
Yes, nicely indeed.
Round kick from Kurt. And look at the aggression of the little Aussie battler once more, blends the leather. Working the knees and the clinch. Finlayson with the upper hand, I feel, in this round. It's the decider round, the championship round. High right round kick from ANUWAT. Kurt tags him again, smack bang on the kisser with that right hand. Knees now from ANUWAT, locked up in the neutral corner. Crossing elbow from Finlayson and again from the Aussie.
Well, it's really coming down to who wants it more, and at this point it is certainly the Aussie in front of the home crowd. They're rallying right behind him, and that, I feel, is lifting him for sure.
Is he going to take this one home, Finlayson? Is he going to defeat a legend? It would be the biggest scalp of his career. Finlayson again waves forward to right hand. ANUWAT backs him off. Oh, he got tagged! ANUWAT got tagged! Finlayson's brought the house down! Finlayson's brought the house down!
Well, nice takedown from ANUWAT there in the final 30 seconds, Michael. Perhaps it's evened it up just a little. But Finlayson rallies back again with the bombs.
I like this round for Finlayson, Hammer. I'm going to give it 10-9 to Kurt on my scorecard. That'll make it 47 versus 46 in favour of Kurt.
Well, even if you scored the 4th round even,
48-46, Hammer.
even if you scored the 4th round even, there's nothing in it, absolutely nothing, and it was the flurrying combinations of Finlayson that perhaps got him over the line. Could that takedown just in the corner there, the last 30 seconds, have done enough for ANUWAT to get it? Well, hopefully the Aussie will get the hands thrust in the air. It's going to be close, whatever way you cut it.
Steve Sullivan had it 47-47. Stephen Parker had it 48-47. And Mr. C had it 48-46.
Mr. C's got it right.
Decision.